So I had a realization that was somewhat of an epiphany to me, even though it might be obvious to some of you, and it certainly was obvious to my girlfriend who I talk with about this stuff, and she's really good at observing and giving her perspective without judging or telling somebody what to do. So this was really useful in my process, but my realization is I have this side that loves music and explaining music, and I have this side that loves explaining or talking about and thinking about what I call the depth of life and how you deal with yourself and with people and with, philosophy and then I guess some psychology and stuff like that. And one thing that burned me out was that I was hyper fixating on this one thing that I forced myself to do. And I don't want to do that anymore. That doesn't mean this one thing I was fixating on is something I don't want to do. I just don't want to box myself into this one singular identity when there's more to me, and I want my YouTube channel to be all of me. So instead, I'm gonna experiment a little bit. I'm gonna make videos about music and music theory. I'm gonna make videos about, I guess, philosophy, or I'm not sure how to categorize it, but for now I'm just gonna call it philosophy. And while making both of those kinds of videos, I hope to attract both kinds of audiences. It will probably be pretty confusing to the algorithm at first, but in this process I hope to figure out how I combine those two things to make a channel that's just me. It seems typical to me that I first had to let go of the idea of making music theory videos before I figured out what I wanted to do. As long as I held on to this story of I'm a music theory teacher and that's my YouTube channel, I was too hung up, I was too caught up in this story. And as soon as I let it go completely, I allowed myself for it to come back to me and reveal that it was part of me all along. But now there's more that I also want to do. And this means I will be finishing the music theory course, the full course on music theory. Although I will change the videos up probably, because one thing that was bumming me out was the amount of effort that went into editing, even though it didn't really feel like it contributed that much to to the quality of the video. And I might not be giving as much assignments or homework anymore, because those were parts of the videos that were watched less anyway. So I'm just gonna stick to the explanation and maybe a simple way to apply this new information, but that's it. The sun went out, I hope it's not too dark right now anyway. So I'll be finishing the course, I'll be talking about a more philosophical side of what I like to talk about. And this is also why I wanted to create songs on camera and take you through the entire songwriting process. This is not in order to show you guys how to apply music theory to songwriting, although there will undoubtedly be some music theory involved in that. But it more so has to do with how you deal with yourself and with insecurities and with coming up with bad ideas and still progressing with your songwriting. And this is something I find much more fascinating to talk about and to share with you guys. So first I'll work on the music theory videos and on the philosophy videos. I'll see if I can find time to do the songwriting thing as well. And we'll see where the channel ends up and which direction I end up taking or what it's gonna look like. It's all exploration from here on out. So, see you guys next time.